Attracting luxury clients part 2. So the second piece to this is going to be about customer service, and I mean extreme customer service. Now, if you asked any realtor, do you have good customer service? The answer is always yes, of course, because maybe they always return their calls, or maybe they think that that is the standard of customer service. But what I'm referring to is a white glove customer service that people cannot help but refer others to you. And that's a big piece with the luxury clientele, right? Is that extreme customer service where they love, love, love dealing with you. I would say, when you're thinking about the different ways you can do this, I would say to think about the things that kill customer service for you. So maybe you're at a restaurant and maybe you have had an amazing dinner and it was wonderful. But then at the very end, you have to wait a while for your check to come. That could kill the whole experience for you. And actually, that might be the last thing that you remember, and that's all you take away, even though you just had an amazing meal, that waiting for the check took too long. I mean, what can we interpret that for our business, right? Is it instead of waiting for the lender to go ahead and tell the client if they need to bring a cashier check or a wire, what if you made the call a week before closing to say, hey, this is about, we know about how much the customer is going to pay. What's the expectation on payment method? And making sure that your client's already aware and is already on top of what that's going to be. Or I don't know. I mean, there's other things out there like, for some people, the fact that whoever they're dealing with remembers their kids' names, that's a big deal. What if you remember the kids' names every time? That's a big deal. And so there's, if you think about the restaurant industry, as far as making it a really cool experience, I've got a friend who used to work for the Cheesecake Factory. And all he did, and this was not extra pay from the Cheesecake Factory, but he just used a gift that he had and he used it whenever he served people their food. So if it was, his gift was singing, and it was singing operatically. So if he were serving food and it was a kid's birthday or a parent's birthday or whatever, he would sing to them happy birthday in an operatic voice, and they would be so wowed. And this made the experience, I mean, the food could be crap, but they just had such a cool experience. They can't help but to come back and to tell their friends that they have to go to sit in his seating area, right? I mean, that's the kind of experience that I mean of what can we create that's so white glove, so out of the ordinary that people just don't expect to give them that kind of service. I think, I know I told a lot of you guys about the time when Tito and I were in an Uber, and the Uber driver, we're not paying anything extra for this, just the normal Uber fee. At every red light, he stopped, pulled out a little, I guess it was a ukulele sitting in the passenger seat, and sang us a love song with his ukulele at every red light. It was probably to him the simplest thing, but to us, it was an experience I'll never forget. I'm still telling you about it, and this was years ago. And of course, we tipped him very big at the end of the night, right? And I'm not saying to go and sing to your clients, but what could you do that could be an extra fun or extra white glove or extra touch to where they feel like they had no hassle this entire transaction? That's what I mean. And so just that extreme customer service is super important with attracting the luxury clients, and to make sure that when you do get one, that they're telling all their friends that they have to use you. So I hope that helps. Get your brain thinking on what you could do extra to make sure that people don't ever forget about you. That's so, so, so important. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.